Nerd alert!
Hey everybody, this is Sleep Racer with nerdberry.net. Today we're here to take a look at the Noreve case for the BlackBerry Q10. As you can see, it is a flip case that protects the device completely all the way around, as well as the front of the device. This one we're looking at here in particularly is called Jean Vintage. Of course, it is blue. We have done a review in the past on the Z10, which I believe was Vintage Sable, and as you can see, I actually have it here on my device currently. Great case, feels like $1 million in your hand. I can't emphasize that enough. All in all, awesome protection, feeling. It makes you feel good, to be honest. So let's kind of get into it, just take a look at it. Okay, I got a Q10 right here. Before I put it in the case, I want to show you guys that Noreve has embedded their logo throughout the inner layer of the case itself, as well as their other logo, their main logo, the crescent moon. As you can see, you do have access to all your ports, and we'll get into that as soon as I put the device in the case. But what I wanted to point out to you most of all is the thickness of the portion that covers the front of the device where the screen is actually located, along with the keypad. As you can see, it's relatively thick and it's actually cushioned. It's got a nice little base behind it, whereas the back of it is not cushioned. And that's the same for the Vintage Sable for the Z10. Nice and cushioned in the front and not so much in the back. So let's go ahead and throw the Q10 in here and take a look at it. Just snaps in just like that, nice and easy. Of course, your speaker is covered, but it's not that big of a deal. You can actually still hear the phone ring completely, so that's not a major issue. Volume rocker is fully exposed. Your camera in the rear is fully exposed. Best part is you can see the LED flash in the front. When it does flash, right now this doesn't have a SIM card in it, so there is no messages. But when it does flash, you can actually see it directly through the case. Your charging ports are completely opened, as well as your power button and your 3.5mm headphone jack. The case, retails for approximately $50 to $60, depending on where you get it from. I will make sure to put the exact cost at the bottom of the article, as well as the links to go ahead and purchase this case in particular, as well as the other colors that are available for the Q10. I know that there's a multiple array of colors, leather colors, that you can actually pick up. These cases, I must say, are handmade in, I believe, Italy, and I'll double check that throughout the article for the review. But the look, the feel of the leather, the smell, if we had smell-o-vision, you would just be in La La Land, because the leather smells so fresh and so clean and just awesomeness. As you can see, both the Z10 and the Q10 cases are relatively similar. You do have access to your ports, 3.5mm headphone jacks, power buttons, volume rockers. The difference between the Z10 and the Q10, of course, is the LED notification window here, whereas the Z10 does not have that. Not a huge deal. Best part of it is the device is protected all the way around from drops, bumps, bruises, so on and so forth. So if you're a pocket carrier, this case might be for you. It does slip in and out of your pocket quite easily, and you can always flip that back around, and kind of gives it a little bit of an elevation with this clip right here, so you can actually look at the device and fiddle around with it while it's sitting there. It's not too slippery, so it's not going to actually just completely fall off the table unless you actually intentionally fling it off the table, which I'm not going to do. But all in all, the Vintage Sable is a great looking color. The Jean Vintage, as we have here for the Q10, is actually probably my favorite, as I'm a big fan of the color blue. So I think I'm going to rock this case for quite some time and give it some real good usage to it, and maybe we'll do a follow-up video in about a month or so to see how it looks after a lot of usage. This is Sleep Racer signing out. See ya.